Russian President Putin defiant in face of US sanctions over Ukraine war. Russian leader says sanctions are serious but insisted he would not bend to US pressure over war in Ukraine. Russian President Vladimir Putin has vowed not to bend to pressure from the West after the United States hit Russia's two biggest oil companies with sanctions. Welcome to the Global Affairs Academy. Let's review and analyze the latest development in the Russia-Ukraine war. If you are new on this channel, you can subscribe the channel for such latest international updates. US President Donald Trump imposed sanctions on Russia's top oil firm Rosneft and Lukoil on Wednesday in an effort to pressure Putin to reach a ceasefire in his country's invasion of Ukraine. Trump's sanctions carried the threat of risk to foreign financial institutions that do business with these firms, a warning that could make it harder for countries like India to continue to buy oil from Moscow. The European Union adopted a new round of sweeping sanctions against Russian energy export on Thursday, as well as banning liquefied natural gas import. While Putin called the US sanctions an unfriendly act on Thursday, the Russian president downplayed their effects. They are serious for us. Of course, that is clear, and they will have certain consequences, but they will not significantly impact our economic well-being. Putin said, "This is of course an attempt to put pressure on Russia, but no self-respecting country and no self-respecting people ever decides they think under pressure." The sanctions announced by Trump are the latest twist in his shifting policy on the war on Ukraine. Trump has repeatedly switched positions on the war. Putin has called complete disarmament of Ukraine and for Russia to keep any territory it has seized during the war. That position seems to be non-negotiable for Ukraine, and Trump has been unable to make any headway between the two positions. Plans for an in-person meeting between Trump and Putin fell apart this weekend after Trump proposed freezing the Russia-Ukraine war with a ceasefire along the current front line, while Trump said on Wednesday that he cancelled the meeting with the Russian president over Putin's stance on Ukraine. The White House has said a meeting between two presidents wasn't completely off the table. Trump had also suggested he could send Tomahawk missiles to Ukraine, allowing it to hit longer-range targets deeper inside Russia. Zelensky had hoped to secure an agreement at the White House last week, but left without deal.